Alright, I didn't really have a fantastic place to do this, so I'm doing it in the yard with my dog attached to me. So basic hip course that you're going to do here. To start off, I'd like you to do this for a week or two and then see where we are from there. We can kind of discuss what kind of results that you're feeling and make adjustments as appropriate. So the first thing is to just warm up with a capsule rotation. So the hip capsule, being the deepest layer of the joint, really responds to rotation the best. You're going to squeeze something. You're going to squeeze something behind your knee if you want to warm up faster. And then just trying a variety of positions, rotating, not wagging your tail. Just rotating one way, rotating the other way, focusing on the femur, going each direction. And I want you to pause each way. The more you resist yourself internally to warm up, the more you're going to get warmed up, right? Just like we were playing with the shoulder. So you can squeeze it and have some resistance the whole time. You could even do this banded, but I think it'd be better off like with a resistance band, but I think you'll be better off actually playing with this with the internal resistance. I think you're going to get a lot more out of it. Once you feel warm with that, maybe doing it in a few different positions, you're going to do frog isometrics. So going into positions where you're squeezing in and focusing on bringing things together. You can also do this at different rotations of the hips. So finding those sticky points from your first thing, you're going to find those sticky points and utilize that. And it may be different for each leg. You could have an internally rotated one and an externally rotated one. Doesn't matter to me. So that's the customization. Then playing with pressing out. Now you could do this here, just pushing into the floor, but oftentimes it doesn't really feel good to do that. So that's why we were playing with having an external thing that you're pressing into. You're trying to feel outer hip stuff, outer butt stuff, not just the outside of your thigh. Whereas the internal stuff, you are feeling like this adductor and anything that inside of the hip that you need to address there. Okay, then to finish, so we've got rotation, find sticky spots, find end spots, working, squeezing in, variable tensions, working up to maximum tension. You're trying to make yourself sweat a bit. We can discuss more if you're not sure. I think you have enough experience working out that you can just do these specific ranges and figure it out yourself about what's a good amount for you, so that you know your body. But if you want any discussion with that, I'm more than happy to help decide like sets and rep schemes and stuff along those lines. Then I want you to do a few strict all fours. So this is where you might balance a book on your back. Is a great way to have feedback, and you're bringing it in towards your chest. You have a tendency to round the back with it, that little bit there. So I said stick the butt out. If you want to compensate, bring it into the armpit, out to the side, kick the heel to the sky, bring it back over an object, around and back, reaching back as far as you can, squeezing the butt, bringing it out and over an object, that flat back, and bringing it in, right? You could do this at varying levels as well. The longer lever, it makes it much harder. So I would focus on squeezing something here, squeezing, keeping your arms straight, keeping your ribs engaged. Do 3 in each direction. You should feel pretty tired after each one. That should be a high neural demand, okay? So doing 3 of those on each side. Rotation, doing your ins and outs, isometrics, driving more intention into those tissues and gradually building them up over time, and then finishing with doing the full range of motion, hard, internally resisted 3 times.